My gosh, I've lost track of all the sprites that are available.
There's a lot of them. Alright, here we go. I'm not your real uncle.
Okay, not real uncle. Hope you won't mind if we take your money. And, ooh, that was interesting. Pyramid crystals at Eastern and Tower of Hera, red penned in a desert. Of course, per usual standard mode, we hop in. Wolflink, if we do have randomized swords, well, we got a literal randomized sword this time.
And a fire rod!
We will gladly take that. Certainly helps to have torchlighting capabilities. Of course, it's now time for the escape proper.
Yeah.
For those that are more familiar with the open mode, this is the required portion where we have to visit Zelda in her cell, get some items along the way, then get Zelda back to the sanctuary.
Yeah, it's literally you playing the prologue of the game, pretty much. There are, of course, world states in which you can just play without it, and that is supposed to be there. Hello there, map.
It's, 216 item locations. Some of them have to end up where you expect them.
Well, that one especially makes sense because, well, it's standard, so all of the dungeon-exclusive items like keys and maps, they stay in their own respective dungeons. It's just a nice coincidence that out of all of the 10-some-odd locations in Escape, the map ended up in its original chest.
However, that piece of heart was definitely not there in the original game. This is the power of the randomizer.
Yeah. So, all 4 runners have at least one fire rod shot, and this is actually going to make the ball and chain guard really easy to kill. Case in point there on Weighty World's end.
Exactly.
I don't think Sorry, go on.
Now, as we go up, I am a little bit concerned about our runners have found, or rather, not found. We have to go through the dark sewers and then end up at Sanctuary, but on the way, there's only going to be one more chest and a few more chances for randomized drops. Ideally, we would like to see some bombs.
Ah, that's right, I forgot about that. But it's kind of no big deal. There's a whole bunch of ropes in the 2 rooms before it. They could easily drop bombs. Guards are a little bit finicky, although the item drop rate is not guaranteed in normal mode, or at least on this difficulty setting. If you can believe it, it actually gets reduced even further. And unfortunately, the guards are dropping fairies and arrows, of all things.
Well, that's certainly not a combination you see every day.
And it looks like money is also in their pool. You expect that a little bit, though.
Alright, Weighty Words is going to be the first to enter the Dark Escape. Welcome to the sewer. Well, okay, we're 1 or 2 floors above, but effectively, welcome to the sewers.
Yeah, part of the escape sequence, as we all know and well, sometimes loathe. And killing the ropes, trying to get some bombs. Hey, there's one! Very last one!
Well, that will certainly help us.
And a 4-pack, I think! Or is that another single? No, it's another single.
Yeah, that came from an enemy, and I didn't see the number 4 on it, and it confirming the HUD, yeah, just a single.
Yeah. So... the ropes are definitely a nice thing for all our runners. Lin is actually the only runner without a bomb, and they ran right past the ropes! Oh no!
However, the rats, I have seen them drop bombs before, so it's not out of it yet. They do get full magic, at least.
They're in the same pool as the guards. Red boomerang, 20 rupees, and 20 rupees as a prize, so... thankfully, Lin's not going to miss out on too much, but at the same time, that'll be 3 item locations in the back of their head.
Alright, for those that have just joined, Uncle had the sword and the fire rod was in Uncle's chest. We are about to see the final chest through this escape sequence right here. More money.
That's an okay amount of money. We're at 96, so only a few rupees off from buying the merchant, and we can easily get them just checking someplace like the blind hideout. Although we do need an extra bomb or 2.
Yeah, I honestly, unless I picked up a 300 rupee in the escape, I would consider going Houlihan strategy, just so that I guarantee that I don't have to worry about missing out on rupees or bombs. But then again, there's a reason why I'm up here instead of down
here. Hello. We got a lot of red on the overall map here. 5 and 6 crystals have both been discovered at Hera and Eastern Palace. Desert is the red pendant, and we have a hookshot of the mushroom location.
And don't forget the tree pull offering a lot of rupees as well. Now, how about inside? Okay, easy seed so far. Blue tunic in the hut. Or Lost Woods Hideaway, Lumberjack Cave, Piece of Heart. We don't need to worry about Aghanim that way.
Well, he might still be required for Darkhold access. They did fix that little bit of logic that only has 1 sword in the progression logic. And Stogie is actually being a little bit of a reaver here, going to the South Shore first. Going against the grain here.
All for 51 rupees in total. Well, at least it's a bomb purchase.
Yeah, and going to Agina. I like this play. You don't see it that often, but this is a one-off location, and not many people bother checking. Could pay off. Give them a nice little advantage.
I don't know. Blindside has Mushroom and Moon Pearl so far.
I mean, Stogie is not going to ignore 13 item locations, let's be real. But getting some of this... Sorry, go on.
Unfortunately, I missed what was on the desert ledge during that excitement. Did you catch it?
No, I did not. It doesn't look like it was anything important, though. But yeah, so Stogie Town is going to be checking all these locations. It's not going to hurt him too much. There's the boomerang, and there's the cape. That's actually...
And the lantern.
We found the lantern in the well?
Yep.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Aghanim already unlocked.
However, I don't think Weighty Words got the item in the back of the well.
No, I don't think he ran out of bombs. And someone who's a little bit more eagle-eyed on chat sees that it was a red potion bottle on Desert Ledge. So that's a sick kid right there. And speaking of healthy seeds, there's the Sanctuary Heart. The only one with a heart with a full restore attached to it. It's being guarded by some chickens.
And we had also missed where the blue boomerang was, or at least I missed it. Did you catch where?
It's in Kakariko. I think it was in the well here. Linden's about to pick it up. If not, it was in the blind hideout. Lots of money here, though. And yeah, there's that lamp.
Actually, thanks to our trackers, looks like it was the tavern.
Oh, I was somewhere, but right. I knew it was somewhere in Kakariko. I just forgot where.
The joys of so many split paths this early that we weren't expecting here.
That was a really fast check on library. I completely missed it.
Looked like 20 rupees on my end.
So, what's interesting about this is because of Stogie's routing decision going to Agina, that is a check that not many people prioritize because it's just a one-off location, remote location even. But once he checks the well, Stogie will know that Aghanim is in logic, if that is our means of Darkhold access. An early cape, early lamp, might be expected of the seed.
It could be. We are running out of locations to check here. Mini Moldorm Cave is the most dense area so far. Ice Rod Cave is sometimes popular after that. We can go to the potion shop. We can see Sahasrara get the items from his closet. Maybe we dive into Eastern Palace if we feel lucky.
I can see you doing all that, yeah. Race game being checked by Lindenlin. Old man is just gonna go for it.
It was just a piece of heart if I saw correctly. Yep, there it is.
Alright, so Sogi's gonna be cleaning up Kakariko here, but not many people are gonna be checking that Agina cave. So that cave is a somewhat of a good information advantage to him. And
However,
here we go.
Yep, many will go into Mini Moldorm Cave like weighty words here.
Yeah, this is kind of like a hype and Lindenlin doing a fake flipper. Very creative stuff here. Gonna go up and check the mushroom.
Yep, makes sense. In the meantime, Mini Moldorm Cave reward so far: money, health bombs, and more money.
I missed that first chest, but
300. It was all money.
Yeah, that's telling. Let's see what the mushroom turn-in is. It's just ammunition.
And Lin is resetting to save that mushroom for a potential glitch later on.
Yeah. Good heads up play there. A lot of people are using the SNES Classic of all things to on these randomizers. Kind of interesting how they are able to get it to work.
The randomizer, it is available on all platforms, including Alexa. If it actually is available on Alexa, I will be surprised.
I'll take your word for it.
Ice Rod Cave did not have anything of worth.
So we're down to Eastern and Sahasrara. That's it.
Weighty Words wants to have a word with the logic here. So, we saw Lindenlin do this earlier. What Weighty Words just did, basically, enter the water, and then immediately on that frame, screen transition. They are now in a fake flipper state, where they basically get to swim like they have flippers. There's just one problem with it. If they get bopped even once, down they go.
Yeah, and this is sort of like a safety restriction even on the randomizer, because normally, if you try this trick and you're in like an energy run, no randomizer, you just straight up soft lock.
Alright, the bird lover today. Well, as the literal love, Old Man Sunshine about to pick up the cape.
I agree with this play. We know the cape might be required for Aghanim, so having that sort of like dread overhead might be telling here. We'll see if anyone pulls the trigger on an early Aghanim play and seeing if they end up being correct. Because Aghanim, even though we only have access to the eastern side of Dark World right now, we could find like a glove on the pyramid or the hammer even, and that immediately would put Thieves Town in play.
Ooh, Secrets, Broken Sword, and Ether in the Waterfall of the Wishing.
That is very lucrative. Although, it depends on where those slippers are.
Alright, Zora Ledge. Money. We don't need to worry about that. But, yeah, after this check with King Zora here, it's just Sahasrara, Eastern Palace, or Aghanim. But for now, life lesson, love lesson, or work.
Heart. Not even gonna conserve the money.
Yeah, love lesson, but not exactly a worthwhile one.
Stogie is going to Aga. He smells an Aga seed.
Honestly, I do too, but Weighty Words wants to double check. Lin is about to get some love from the bird lover, while Old Man Sunshine is about to get I forget if Ice Rod Cave had money or health, but it wasn't anything big.
Yeah. Now here's the thing, Weighty Worlds doesn't know this Naga seed yet. Doesn't have it cinched in. Even though he has the Master Sword and can break the barrier. That's not in the logic right now. That is a sequence broken in sword upgrade. The logic, as we know it, wants you to go in with the cape.
And Sahasrara with nothing. We didn't even talk to the guy to find out where the green pendant was.
Well, it's a fairly safe well, it's in the Dark World, first off. Obviously. But it kind of makes sense, because once we get to Dark World, we're going to know where it is regardless. And it is kind of late into the early-ish checks of the Light World.
Yeah, in the meantime, Weighty Words is in Eastern Palace, while Stogie Town is still making the climb. Now, both runners will be able to take advantage of the telepathic tiles inside of their respective locations. One of the special features that was added to version 30 is the fact that we can receive a little bit of a hint regarding where certain items are located.
And one of those hints is guaranteed to be a boots hint, telling you where they are. But it'll be hidden. And there we go. Information. Misery Myers, our green pendant. And the glove
with fishes! Catfish has one!
And that has to be Titan's Bit.
So then, where is the power glove? Is that going to be on the pyramid ledge?
It's not in Weighty World's hands. Could be also flippers in Palace of Darkness. But ladies and gentlemen, I think it's safe to say that this is an Agassiz.
Not safe yet, but in the meantime, folks, put in a number between 0 and 15 inclusive. We're about to see how many blue balls Aga's gonna fire.
And while you guys are watching that, I'm gonna keep an eye on Weighty World to see what else we find in here. 20 rupees thus far.
That's the first item in Eastern. Old Man Sunshine also hoping to find something in Eastern. Ooh!
The dud hint.
There are some dud hints in the game. Second item in Eastern has nothing. So, the way that Aghanim works, it is a 5-phase cycle, basically. First one is always guaranteed to be a reflectable attack. Attacks 2 through 4, it can be either be the reflectable red balls or the splitting blue balls. That's an example of a blue ball. That's one. Fifth attack, we rain lightning down from the not exactly heavens, and then we repeat the cycle.
Alright, Weighty World's about to check the final chest here. And... wait, one chest! There's no way around it. It is an Agassiz!
Oh.
Even if it was the hammer or the gloves, you needed the other one to go to Dark Wolf. This is this is Aga 1 required. Didn't even matter if that item was the hammer.
That is correct, because even if it was the hammer, you still needed the glove to lift. I forgot about that. We had it eliminated on the second item. And in the meantime, I actually lost track on how many blue balls that was. That was 1 or 2, I believe.
Really nice Aga 1, and Stogie Town's the first one to break into Dark World. Let's see if we can get a map check.
I think we're gonna end up picking up the gloves first. That's what it has to be on Pyramid Ledge, right? No!
Nope. So, how do you like going to the pot without a hammer?
I don't.
Exactly. It's the only location left, though. You can't get a catfish without the gloves, and you can't get over to Village of Outcasts on a hookshot unless you have the gloves, the hammer, or the flippers. So something in terms of regression is here. It is a crystal dungeon at least. Our other pendant dungeon is ice.
Ew, that means we have to go to Turtle Rock.
At least you don't have to get 2 medallions. Only need the 1.
No, but this means that the ice rod could literally be anywhere.
Yeah, but Turtle Rock's not that bad, really.
Anyway, Stogie Town is taking care of the escort quest that actually costs more than it rewards, Kiki the Monkey. Hope you enjoyed the 110 rupees.
Alright, gonna check the first chest here. If it's not a small key, it has to be regression.
And oh, okay, old man's actually farming for magic up there. Not a bad idea.
We need the magic to run the key, and it is a key. So Stogie could get a couple of items here, actually. Palace of Darkness Key Logic has at least 4 keys in the front half of the dungeon. Just to prevent all the various key lock scenarios that could happen.
Alright. Stogie is heading to... I always forget if this chest normally has compass, map, or key, but it's always a safe one to open. There's a key.
I believe that one is the map. And the one downstairs is the key. He's gonna use the key to check the door here.
Yeah, the big key chest. I like this. Also, near sync action for waiting words in Old Man Sunshine. They have decided to go up Aga Tower.
Meanwhile, Lin is going to be a little bit longer. Recall how Lin did not kill the ropes and get bombs earlier. The bow's in here!
Ooh!
Okay, now that changes things significantly.
We may have to go back to Eastern, but first, hint tile. Piece of Heart and the Misery Mire big key is fire locked!
That's good information, but it's a green pendant.
Oh, I mean, we do eliminate 1 item, but at the same time, if we have to go there, that's going to be annoying.
Well, yes and no. Yes, because we know where the big key is, so we know where to, if we needed for Vitreous or the big chest. But we only need to look for 1 item, and it's not on the right side.
However, Misery Mire is the green pendant. Yeah. We may need to actually find the Cane of Samaria, take out Vitreous, and then turn it into Sahasrara.
Oh, we also need the flute and a whole bunch of the talisman as well. Which we know where the talismans are. They're on Catfish.
That they are. Oh, come on, Math Girl. We do not need to see vanilla Cane of Samaria.
Speaking of Math Girl is one of our 2 trackers tonight, along with Link Force Zero. So Shout out to them keeping those items up to date for you. And Linden is literally the last location in the cave. This does not feel good, but that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Alright, Stogie is in the back half of Palace of Darkness. Get your hair accessories ready.
Ah, yes. That old adage. I'm not going to repeat it, unfortunately. Now with the cape. Peeky here. And the Book of Medora! Ooh. That's good and bad, to some degree. The book now actually has its progressive functionality again. We did fix the tablet logic.
Well, the other thing as well is, you know, we have access to Desert Ledge to get our bottle and turn it into the city.
That too.
Alright, bombs in the top left of the maze.
I would argue not to follow the book just yet, though. Although, unless they find some sort of progression here, they're kind of stuck. Yeah. This is essentially a fest quest. The book is our progression. It's required progression. We have to go to Desert Palace.
Not necessarily. We
Oh,
found
right.
the bow, we have the lantern. We can finish up Easter.
That is also true. And I think Stogie's going to make the priority on clearing a crystal dungeon over a pendant dungeon. Someone is saying that Ether Tab is also in Logic. No, Ether Tab is currently not in Logic. We do not have gloves to ascend Death Mountain.
However, we could check out that pedestal.
We could read the pedestal. We found pretty much 3 different progression items in there. We found the bow, we found on the book. We did not find any power gloves.
This seed is just strange so far, even for a standard mode seed. So, there is some confusion in chat, and I will attempt to clarify. The Ether Tablet and Bombos Tablet, if we were able to reach them, they could have progression on them, but we are missing the Magic Mirror, along with the Flippers by logic, but, you know, semantics.
Yeah, as well as a means to reach it the mountain to begin with. We don't have a way to get on top of Hera just yet.
That too. So that leaves, as we stated, Armos Knights at Eastern Palace to finish it off. Desert Palace, we can get the bottle, and we can maybe, depending on what is on that torch, at least get one item, or at least see something. But it's effectively those 2 locations right now.
Yeah. And to answer another question that we saw in chat, the logic has been fixed in regards to the tablet, so once we can eventually reach them, they might have progression, but right now, they are not on the table. It book only leads to Desert Palace right now.
And Stogie is making the play.
And for anyone who's wondering why aren't they going to like someplace like Hype Cave or Village of Outcasts, right now they are glove and or hammer locked from going anywhere else in Dark World. Glove would let him lift the rocks to the north on the northern path, go to see Catfish, get the Titans met, and also use the hookshot to go over to across the Dark World graveyard or path to Village of Outcasts. The hammer is required to take the south route out in turn so that they can visit places like Hype Cave, Stumpy, and the Digging Mini game.
Also, I saw 3 blue balls on Lin Lin's side. Either I had miscounted the entire time, or a shot was missed. It was hard for me to tell.
I did not pay attention. And Armos Knights have money. It is Desert Palace we need to visit.
Oh boy. This means it's either something in Desert Palace, or it's that bottle.
You know, this opening of the seed has been surprisingly linear.
That it has. It's... We just need one item to open this up. That's the glove. Once we get the glove, we can go to Catfish, get the Titan's mitts, we're golden.
Yes, and just to clarify in chat, in case anyone's confused, we're saying that the Titan's mitts aren't Catfish because the Catfish location itself is glove lock. So it can't have the power gloves. But we have a hint that said a strength upgrade is with the fishes, but we already checked Zora. The only other location that is with the fishes is Catfish.
So at this time, Stokey is making the right play, going to Desert.
It's the only play he can make. He's out of other options. This seed is literally, I want to say, hurting our field of runners. Not just our 4 on stream, but the 30 total in this race toward on this one-way path, really. Once they find the gloves, it'll open up, but that's if they find the gloves before the hammer or something.
And if they do find the hammer, then that effectively opens up Hype Cave, and Stumpy, and Digging Game. But, you know, not as much as a full glove entrance. Alright, Alright, we're going for the freebie chest in Desert Palace. What is it going to be today? Big key! We are not locked out of here. So, where's the small key? Is it on the torch?
No, it's the map. So we're not boots locked in Desert. The hint here says unique items in Thieves Town. That could be her boots hint.
Well, Thieves Town is a crystal. We're going to go there anyway, so certainly not a bad hint.
And in the chest we find the small key that had to be there.
So at the very least, we're guaranteed to find one item in Desert Palace. We may not find both in case we actually need the power glove to access land molas in the back.
Yeah, it's essentially a 50-50 shot. And now you can see why most people do not like fighting Aghanim. Look at those red cars. They are relentlessly chasing Waiting Worlds right now. Flippers! That puts the Sword in logic. That puts Ether in logic. More importantly, that gives us a way to finally get to Village of Outcasts in the Dark World.
It's a very roundabout way, but yes.
And Stokey's not getting the bottle.
Not getting that bottle, I feel, is a mistake. Because it is entirely possible that Sick Kid has something.
And someone is asking, why did they fight Aghanim already? There's like 4 different ways Aghanim is required. Today we fell on the second way. There was literally no way to get to the Dark World unless you fought the wizard. There wasn't a hammer, there wasn't a glove to be found. Matter of fact, one of our gloves is on Catfish.
So, for those that want to know how to get to Thieves Town, just follow Stokie's side. Have flippers, have hookshot, swim down, get up, make your way down, hookshot across where the arrow is, and there you go. You have just taken the long counterclockwise or anti-clockwise route, depending on how you pronounce it.
You know, the sad part is that if you really wanted to go a wild direction, you could have swam down through the Dark Lake Hylia, I believe it's called the Lake of Ill Omen, and gone to check the hint that's at the Dark Ice Run location, or at least in that same area of caves.
Never thought I'd say this, but that shopping mall could be useful. And, oh, the bottle was not picked up by Stokie. Bumper Cave having nothing of importance today, so that at least helped.
Lady World's getting the quick kill on the Armos Knights, though. Very nicely done there.
Lin, with the recognition that going down to the harmless hallway would just get a small key that you would literally just spend, so not even bothering. But for now, Stokie's in Skullwood.
Yeah, and can full clear this dungeon. It is a crystal as well. And there's our Bombos medallion. Stokie picking that up. That is a great find.
Alright, that's one item down. Skullwoods has 2 items. So the question is, where is it?
It could be anywhere, really. There it is. I had a feeling as soon as I said that.
Wolflink, our newest psychic. Give him a hand, folk. Weighty Words and Lin heading towards Desert. Will either of them pick up the bottle and check out Sick?
They'll probably at least pick it up, but probably going to focus more so on checking Dark World, because those slivers unlock a lot more checks than one simple bottle.
That is true. In the meantime, Stokie is now in oh, Tempered Sword in Sea House in Village of Outcast.
Well, we're set on combat.
Now I would feel better about going back to Skull Woods and giving Mothula what for.
And we have a shovel found at the chess game. Jody picking that up. Stokie is probably going to beeline into Thieves Town here after checking this last chest, the brewery chest, as I believe it's called.
I've heard some call it the brewery, some call it the kitchen, some call it, the Dark World shop. That's
Single!
That's the low inventory for a shop.
Hello there, Single Arrow. So Stokie's gonna follow the hint he got in Desert, which was a unique item here in Thieves Town. We don't know what kind of unique item it is, that's why it's masked. But it could have been a guaranteed boots hint. Could be something like the hammer. We know it's not gonna be the Single Arrow.
Or the 10 arrows.
Well, 10 arrows isn't unique. Only the Single Arrow is the Single Arrow is the only troll item, quote unquote, that is masked, can be masked by the unique item for hints.
That is fair. I was just saying that was one of the 4 items in Thieves Town, and it has effectively been eliminated. We have 3 items left inside this dungeon. Lin picking up that bottle and then side-hopping down. Oh, never got the right side yet. Needs to go back in.
Boots! There we go. It was the boots hint.
You really are a psychic today.
I mean, there is always a like I said earlier, there is always a guaranteed boots hint in the hint pool whenever you generate a seed. It can be masked, though, by a unique item, as a unique item.
But with that, Stokey found 3 items already in Thieves Town and is deciding that's enough for now.
I can get behind this play. He doesn't have the hammer. He wants to make sure that 4th item, when he goes for it, is not locked in that Thieves Town big chest. Of course, it could just be the hammer in there to begin with.
Or the hammer could be right here at Dumpe's digging game, in which case we'd have to go all the way around just to go back. Because again, we still don't have the power gloves. Nope, just 10 arrows. Bye, Dumpe. Alright, Stumpy. Anything good? Oh, Stumpy has the glove! We are good.
Alright, so Stokey's about to break this seed wide open. Because he's going to go to Catfish and pick up his Titan's Mitts, but first he's going to make a quick stop. This Dark World section we like to call Hype Cave. Is he going to live up to his legacy or his reputation? Let's find out, shall we? I'm curious to figure this out.
As am I. What sort of value will we have today? 4 chests in the back, 1 NPC up front, piece of heart to start.
Which gives him another heart container, so that's not too bad. 20 rupees, bombs, a bottle, and 20 rupees. I'm going to hold my rating on this, because that's actually Stokey's first bottle. And we have not seen Sick Kid yet. So, if Sick Kid has something, that's going to be actually somewhat of a 5 out of 10 for me. If it turns out to be nothing, then a 1.
As a player that likes his safeties, having a second bottle automatically makes it a 4 out of 10 minimum.
Well, that wasn't even his second bottle. That was his first. Remember, he did not pick up the one in Desert.
That is also true, but at the same time, I like having all the extra bottles, so I would give it, 4 at a minimum. But, yep, as you said, Stokey knows exactly where those Titan mitts are. It's time to disturb someone's home.
Yeah. This kind of gets them rubs me the wrong way, the catfish hint that we got. Because there's also with a grumpy fish as one of the hint texts you can get. And that also points to Catfish and Zora. I don't know. I don't see why there should be 2 different ways the hints are worded for the same 2 item location.
It could be, with the fishes, perhaps there's a newer text available, but either way, Stokey doesn't care. It is time to open up the world.
Alright, Titan's Mitts have been acquired. Now, there is a plus and a minus to having the Titan's Mitts. The plus is, of course, with the boots, you can check King's Tomb and Bonk Rocks here. The downside is, his only other Dark World portal besides the one he's been using, the Aga portal, is the one by Village of Outcasts and Kakariko's Village. In order to truly unlock the world, he needs the hammer.
I'll be honest, a part of me was kind of hoping it would be, at King's Tomb right there. Ooh, Weighty Words and Linlin were going to the back half of Skull Woods. Weighty Words is already fighting Mafia.
Yeah. Making good work of the fire rod shots. A little bit of a fun fact here. The Moth only has as much HP as someone like Helmazar King and Argus before him. The spikes just absorb some of the hits, and there we go. Down goes the Moth, and it's just for a map.
And Sanctuary Bonk Rocks didn't have anything important either. So Stokey is deciding, let's actually see what's in Death Mountain. We can explore a good majority of it. We have Hookshot, we have Titan's Mitts. Yeah, I say this is a good play.
Yeah, there's a lot of items up here. Because we got, in my opinion, the true hype cave, which is Paradox Cave. Because it doesn't just have 5 items, it has 7. Not to mention, there's a whole bunch of other item locations here. Another hint that he can grab. A single rupee from the old man. Somehow seems fitting. Somehow seems fitting.
Cheapsteak.
And Lin also defeating Mofula. Very nicely done.
Now, Weighty Words has the Tempered Sword. Let's see, Spectacle Rock, do we have to come back on top? No, we do not. Now, Stokey is choosing to view the item, which is bombs, but not entering the other way immediately. I would have considered that just to view the hint tile, but Stokey thinks he has enough hints.
He might want to check in. He might check in on the return trip in case he finds the hammer over here and can go check Tower Hera. He doesn't want to make the second climb up, which I can understand. And putting those boots to good work as well. Wait, Stogie. He's not checking Paradox Cave.
He's checking out Turtle Roll. Oh, wait, that, okay, top of Hookshot Cave Light is just rupees, but apparently he wanted to start with Spiral Cave. What I'm suspecting is, I cannot speak today, and I apologize. Spiral Cave, then go back up through Paradox, Dark World at Turtle Rock, check the medallion, Hookshot Cave Super Bunny.
That makes perfect sense, actually. Although, if he's gonna do that, why didn't he check the hint?
Oh, right, he can't check Turtle Rock, I forgot, you need the hammer for that.
Yeah. I
So
think
in
he
this
was...
I think both Stokey and I had the same brainwave, and we kind of forgot we can't go to Turtle Rock Dark World access yet.
Well, there's the bucket unit, and there's the hammer!
Okay, now we can go to Turtle Rock entrance.
The only thing that could be better for Stogie is if he finds the mirror. Because that way he can go to Hera after doing Turtle Rock. Or at least checking Turtle Rock. We get some money. We get 20 rupees. The Cane of Samaria! You can go in there for a little bit. Alright! Alright! Meanwhile, Weighty World is not stopping. Going the full distance here.
Well, what does the hint tile say at least?
A heart container's in plain sight. Thanks, game.
Ugh, that was probably the one for Lake Hylia Island then. Alright, so if we do need to enter Turtle Rock.
It's
we are
Quake.
missing Quake. Ooh boy. Oh, and he's frustrated. He wanted in.
Yeah, but at least he can check a few more items here in Hookshot Cave and Super Bunny, but now he'll have to make another trip around the mountain.
So the reason why some runners would want to enter Turtle Rock now is because there is a hint tile in there, but we are denied that at this point. There's another bottle at Hookshot Cave topside.
Yep, and with a fairy no less, so nice safety. Boots now for Lin. Everyone now has their boots. I didn't miss what was in the attic chest here, so we're about to see it. It's just a map. So everybody being checked here on Stogie-Con's end. Weighty Worlds, meanwhile, is about to see what's in the maiden cell. And it is the small key.
Oh boy, does Blind have the item, or does Blind have the compass?
Meanwhile, I missed what Stogie found in the Super Bunny Cave.
Nothing important.
Nothing important. Ashamed that. So he left a hint up there. And that's what worries me a little bit.
Which hint was left?
He never checked the one in, on Spectacle Rock, remember?
Right. And, oh, Blind pun of the day, a healed gambler is all better. That's actually kind of a good one now that I'm thinking about it.
Meanwhile, Stogie Town checking the shovel, nothing there.
And hammer not required for the final item. That key is pointless.
Although the item is nothing to mention, if I going by what you're saying.
It was just some cash.
Oh, Stogie. Taking his newfound hammer. Gonna go buy some upgrades here.
I like this. We have a lot of money. Only takes a few seconds to go in, go out, stock up a bit.
And then go to ice.
Exactly. We can full clear Ice Palace with our current equipment. Bomb jump or no bomb jump. Plus 3 hint tiles.
Yeah. Unfortunately, one of them is a joke hit. And also, unfortunately for Stogie, this is a pendant dungeon. So if he's coming in here, he's coming in for information.
Well, 3 hint tiles is certainly a fountain of information, as long as they're not all joke hints. And for those wondering why Stogie came here instead of going to Tower of Hera, remember, the hammer was found in Dark World. Oh, silver arrows in the first chest of Ice Palace. That's worth.
Nice find. To correct you there, hammer was found in Paradox Cave, actually. But he chose to go to Dark World and check and try to enter Turtle Rock.
Right.
But because he didn't have the medallion necessary to enter, he checked the locations, couldn't find the mirror, so he was locked out of going to Crystal Hera. He could have he could have went on the old man warp point and then gone to Hera, but he's going for more item dense plays in general. Second hit in ice, and this palace big keys on Western Wing of Swamp. Wow, all the left sides today.
We're just clearing everything right now. But that's not necessarily a good thing. So, right now, just looking at what all of our runners have found so far, I am curious about the pedestal index. If I'm viewing things correctly, the only things it can be for, actual worth, the Quake Medallion.
Ice Rod, Quake Medallion, Mirror. That's it.
Yeah.
Map found for Stogie.
Now, the flute cannot be on the pedestal because we need the flute to get Misery Mire, which is the green pendant.
There's the gloves for Lin Lin Lin.
And Stogie went all the way around, had to pass up on the big chest, and now just got the big key.
Well, if there's any constellation, if he goes straight north, he'll get all the items and then another hint. So let's see if he picks it up. The hint says...
Uh-oh!
Oh! Unique item in Tower of Hera. He is not happy.
Well, back up we go at some point.
And at this point, it could be the magic powder, it could be the ice rod, it could be our quake medallion, it could be the it could be any one of our remaining Y items.
Could it be half magic?
I don't know if that's in the pool for unique item hints. I actually don't remember.
Weighty Words picking up lumberjack item, just a piece of heart. Old Man Sunshine taking out the moth, and second item found in Ice Palace, 50 rupees.
So Hera was the play, not ice.
Well, we did get the silvers from there, and it didn't take that long, so I'd say it was still at least a worthwhile dive. Besides, we still have one item left in Ice Palace. It's either going to be Big Chest or Cold Stare, and we certainly have the means to take out the big lug. So let's not count Stogie out of it just yet.
Yeah, although with the Temper Surge, one could argue that Silverless strats are all you need to do. And Stogie is going to be going down to fight Coldster. Coldster has an item.
And note Weighty Words side, they are going to check out the Spectacle Rock hint. What was overlooked?
This could be some good information here. The information missed was a piece of heart is above the post. That's actually an okay hint.
Yeah, we'll certainly take it. It's at least something else we can eliminate. Also, nice bomb jump to get back.
And here comes Cold Stare.
Question from chat, has the bottle been turned in yet? No.
Nice! Triple kill in the corner for Stogie. That's not something you see too often. And the last item on Cold Stare was 300 rupees. So, the only thing you need to come in here for was the silver arrows, and maybe they told you about Hera. And then you can just bail. Well.
Now, hold on a second, Wolfling. It may not be a total bust yet. We still don't know what is on the pedestal.
I mean, that is a fair point. Weighty World's now with the Cane of Samaria and as well as the hammer. We're about to be picking up making up the same items.
And I think Stogie is trying to make their way over to Tower Hera right now.
Yeah. It'd be wise to also check the Ether Tablet just in case. That way you can save yourself another mountain trip if there's something there. But he might be tunnel imaging on that unique item hint. I mean, looking at IRC, there's a lot of big names in this race here behind the scenes. Stogie might be feeling pressure to try to get the better of them.
Ether was not the answer. Weighty Words now in Tower of Hera. Stogie following close behind.
Alright, basement check. Big key, so no need to take a coffee break just yet. Stogie immediately gonna check the hint, though. No, going to get the item. There's Quake!
Oh.
He's not checking the hint, though. He's just leaving!
Wait, the Stogie? Stogie,
Did he mismark his map or something? Ow.
Wait, did Weighty Words check either?
I don't. Yo, 20-year-olds did check the hint. It was a joke hint.
I will be honest, I don't think I understand Stogie's thought process here.
He might have mismarked his map. He might think that with all the red on the overworld, he might accidentally mismark Hera as a red pendant. In Economic Thieves Town, we had a duplicate hint.
Oh boy, this... I mean, either that or maybe Stogie wants Tower of Hera to be the last one?
I mean, it makes sense. He wants to die Turtle Rock as early as possible. We're gonna get the hint here real quick. Some caches in Mimic Cave. That's actually an okay hint. Now he can... That'll make his routing a little bit easier.
Also, Waiting Words did fall to Moldorm. Double floor fall. But still, every little bit helps right now.
Someone saying no mirror for Mimic in chat, and we immediately found the mirror! It's for Stogie Town. Is that a commentator's blessing or a tracker's blessing? That was our tracker who said no, there's no mirror for Stogie Town to check Mimic Cave.
I have no clue anymore, Wolflink. I'm just along for the ride.
And Stogie is immediately going back to Hera.
I don't get this. I mean, Stogie, didn't you just check the... Wait.
Stogie's going all over the place.
Stogie had the guts to just go straight to the lobby and check that without checking the basement first?
Yep.
I
don't understand his...
What?
This is some crazy next level routing that he's doing. Or something, I don't know. It's entertaining, I'll say that much.
I'm not used to this, and believe me, over a year ago I commentated a race with Shades where we were basically on one runner's crazy wild ride here, but nothing like this.
I mean, I was in a similar position when someone managed me to see without a moon pearl. But anyway, let's not get off topic here. Stogie climbing up the Hera now. Gonna go fight Moldorm. Stogie is definitely an innovator in creative routing.
Innovator or just lucky guesser? I don't know.
Well, Waiting Worlds is gonna be...
Go ahead.
We're gonna see what if Waiting Worlds makes a bigger tip in. And down goes Moldorm for Stogie Town, and that is the 5-6. Now, he's already on the mountain. Does he go back into Turtle Rock to hope that maybe he can find something else here? Or is he gonna nope out and just leave Turtle Rock with all of its potential items left? He's leaving it behind!
Do you think Stogie wants to go to the pyramid? No, that doesn't make sense with this routing.
He's got the mirror out.
Are we... Is he going to go... Let's see, he's either going to go to Skullwoods or rescue the... He's either going to go to Skullwoods or rescue the blacksmith.
He's going to... No, he's going to Skullwoods and he's going to check Pedestal while he's at it. That's why he has the mirror out. Smart play, actually.
Oh boy. Are we actually going to have the linear Ganem pedestal seed dream?
At that point, it might as well be all dungeons.
Alright, weighty words now equipped with the mirror. Let's get some pedestal hype in chat, folks. Stogie is about to reveal how this seed is going to end up. Oh! He locked himself out! He's gonna have to go back!
Yeah, bad portal placement, unfortunately.
Alright, what's the knowledge? But the ice rod's there!
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Ice Rod on pedestal, and this is an all-dungeon seed when we had a defeat Ganon goal, I might add.
Oh my god, the Aga Ped seed. What is this? I mean,
Welcome to Randomizer. I hope you've got your fill. We're gonna be here a while.
and this means we're hunting for the flute. Oh, and Weighty Words is hoping that there's something else in Turtle Rock if the flute is back here. Oh my gosh, that would be the big IQ play, but hold on, Stokey's going to Bombo's tablet now. This seed, I don't even know anymore.
Well, we know the Ice Rod is required. And at this point, based on our item tracker, it is literally Flute for Go mode. As we know it. Problem is, Flute can be anywhere that's not outside of Mire. Matter of fact, this is my prediction. It's on Sick Kid. We never check Sick Kid.
We never did check Sick Kid, you're right. None of our Forerunners have checked Sick Kid.
So you go into desert. He knows to collect this pendant.
Lin with the mirror now. Old Man Sunshine about to wrap up Hera.
What a roller coaster of a seed this has been, and unfortunately, it's quite a linear roller coaster. But that's how they work, right?
I mean, technically yes, but I don't think that's what we were going for here. Okay, Weighty Words at Big Chest. Piece of Heart, not what we're looking for. 3 items remain.
And remember, folks, we got a hint from Mimic Cave conveniently at the start of Turtle Rock, so we know there's nothing there of importance. Meanwhile, Old Man Sunshine is fighting Moldorm. Purple Chest, or not Purple Chest, well, actually, yeah, Purple Chest is still in play if we do the Blacksmith Loop. But, 5-6 is still also in play, the Super Bomb. Alright, Weighty World is going all the way down
to Laser Bridge.
Could have something still. Lots of items.
Yeah, we still have 3 items up for grabs. Pyramid is open. A lot of Dark World's open, actually. It's kind of surprising. So, now, remember, I don't think we saw both items in Desert
Oh,
Palace
hang on.
either. Yeah, I see it. Spike Cave. We have lots of checks here right now. Piece of Heart on Laser Bridge, that's 1. Red Mail, that's useful, that's 2. And the other one is a small key. Land Molas with nothing. Trinex has the final item.
Old Man Sunshine drinking the red potion he picked up in Desert Ledge. And it's just a heart container. Helmosaur King could have the item. I don't remember if we got all the items out of pod. There's Pyramid Fairy. There's the Smith Flute.
Trinex cannot have the flute. We know that.
Yeah, Trinex can't have the flute.
But King Helmosaur can. Nope, where Linlin is.
Yeah, Linlin is going over that way. Pyramid Fairy had the flute. Smith could have the flute. Sector could have our flute even. And
Matter could.
It's literally anyone's game until that flute is found. Although Stogie is the only one who knows, out of our featured 4, that this is a ped seat. But who knows? Maybe one of our Austrian runners checked the pedestal early, and it has that information as well. We don't know yet.
But we do know that Stogie will be the first of our featured 4 to enter Swamp Palace. I mean, this entire seat is total madness. Please give our runners a follow for trying to make do with this insanity.
Yeah, if I had to give a very rough estimate, we'd probably have another 30 to 45 minutes, depending on where we find this flip boot. We're in for a long haul, folks. This is literally an all dungeons on a defeat Ganon goal. And it's purely because Aggro was required and Ped is required. And the first item in Swamp is the worst shield. Oh, no, second worst shield.
It's the smallest shield. Let's agree on that.
Yeah. Absolute worst shield's a mirror shield, let's be real.
Yeah, we want to be able to see Link's face. I'm sure there was another reason why you think it's worthless, but I'd like to have my own fun on that.
You can't get rid of it. Fire shield has good protection, then doesn't obscure Link's face, pays for cosmetics. And also, if you really want to get rid of it, it's because you want to save a few frames here and there, they can still be eaten by a picket.
Right, I think it's the Game Boy Advance version that allows the pickets to eat the mirror shield, since you can buy those again, but that's not on this one. King Helmosaur drops.
Was that the flute?
I couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell either. We'll have to wait for Linlin's menu.
According to chat, it's the golden sword.
Yeah, there it is. Gold sword on the Helmosaur King. There's the flute for Stogie!
Flute in Swamp! Weighty words on the way to that too!
Ladies and gentlemen, Stogie's in Go mode. Weighty Worlds doesn't know that he's in Go mode yet.
And Stogie is just going through right now, just not even caring about West Side for the big key. We don't need it anymore.
Savis, as a reminder, Ice Sword's on the pedestal. Stogie Town knows it's there, so he is in Go mode. He checked the pedestal with the book. So he's gonna finish up Swamp House here, then make a beeline to get the flute online. And go finish up Misery Mire, wherever, and he knows where the big key is too, so doesn't have to go searching for it. He knows it's on fire locked.
And a sick kid in the end, just 10 arrows. Thank you, old man Sunshine. What a seed. I mean, to put this in perspective, as Stogie is taking out Argus right now, we started extremely linear, where we had to take out Aghanim, and Pyramid Ledge had nothing. We knew that Catfish was going to have the Titan's Mitts, but we had to go into Palace of Darkness to get the book, in order to go into Desert Palace to get the flippers. To then go all the way around to Stumpy to get the Power Glove, to then go to Catfish to get the Titan's Bits, and then we had to go to Turtle Rock for the Magic Mirror to go to Swamp Palace to get the flute, and this is This is double deception here.
Yeah. Not really a nice seed. Entertaining, but not a nice seed. And so he's gonna get that flute online. Immediately gonna head to Ice Path to Misery Mire. Once again, folks, this is a go mode for Stogie Town. He may not have the ice rod, but he knows exactly where it is and what he needs to do to get it.
Oh, and thank you, Chad. We had to go in a Tower of Hera earlier than we would prefer to get the Quake Medallion, but yeah, just... Oh my gosh. Stogie, go activate that flute. Call the doc. Old Man Sunshine about to see what is inside the Pyramid of Power. We know it's not Ice Rod.
It's another shield.
Fairies? That's the wrong location. Do you need to put that in the waterfall?
So I've liked how across this race we've seen Waiting Worlds pick up the red mail, which was on Laser Bridge, and he went from chocolate or vanilla to chocolate to strawberry. I guess it's actually Neapolitan Link and not actually Vanilla Link.
Oh yeah, I forgot Neapolitan was a thing. I first learned of that word surprisingly from another game's level making contest. Let's just say I was never a big fan of ice cream, and now I kind of want to avoid it even farther.
I know exactly what you're talking about too. That's the best part.
I was hoping you would, Wolflink. Stogie now in Misery Mire. Old Man Sunshine going to wrap up Palace of Darkness and get the golden sword. Lin about to find the flute. Okay, what am I oh, alright, fine. There are a number of different contests that involve making levels for different engines. And this one, let's just say the boss was known as Neapolitan Man. That should give you a hint. And for the record, I can handle milk just fine. I just don't like the brain freeze.
Alright, so Stogie is making his way over to that big key that we know is over here on the Firelock side. Is it this chest or is it vanilla? Nope, it's right here.
Well, at least we don't need to worry about the cutscene, but at the same time, Stogie is once again ignoring all the hints in the world. Not that we need that one this time, but still.
Lin now with the flute. I find it kind of interesting that Lin has the hammer, but not the Cane of Samaria. They were in the same generic. They were in the same. They were both on Paradox Gate, weren't they? One was on the lower floor, one was on the upper floor.
I'd have to double check the inventory on the pause screen, but I want to say Lin does have it.
Must have been a misfire on the tracker. It happens sometimes. I should know. It happened to me.
And me.
Yeah, the tracker is a finicky beast sometimes. It's not the fault of our two trackers on the team, which once again is Map Girl and Link Force Zero.
Old Man Sunshine now with the golden sword. Weighty words. Wasting 10 arrows. Stogie about to approach Vitreous with silver arrows. This will be easy peasy.
Yeah, there's a reason why why Vanilla Vitreous is guarding the silver arrow on lock. You know, just he may be allergic to them. I will say this though, don't try fighting this boss with silvers and the rupee bow. It's gonna be very expensive.
Oh, Weighty Words is about to learn the bad news. And
Yeah, but at least, yeah, because with that information gain, Weighty Worlds is now also in go mode. Just needs that ice rod, so he knows to go for dependent. Can't be mad at that.
So this basically means all of our runners are going to have Silver Arrow's golden sword against Ganon. Considering the roundabout way we had to get to this point in the seed, yeah, I'd say a beatdown's appropriate.
That might not be the case.
Oh?
Think about what our runners are going to do when they enter Ice Palace, knowing that they are in go mode.
So let's see, they take out the freeze or go down the stairs, go right, push the block, head down, take
and
out
then
the
go. Nope. They go straight back up because they ignore the chests.
I was realizing that as I said that.
Exactly.
I mean, even in a go mode situation, I would normally check that chest anyway if I still feel like I'm missing something because, you know, considering our runner's equipment, it's not that long to check.
It really isn't. But when you're in a race with 30 plus other people, you don't know how far ahead or behind they are. At least in randomizer races. Every second counts.
And, well, Old Man Sunshine is at least giving us the other checks. Alright, blacksmiths, what do you have today?
20 rupees.
Well, at least we made 10, since we had to spend 10 to get to 20.
Oh no! Oh no.
Magic bat. Out of magic, so, you know, can use the glitch.
Yeah. I realize what Old Man Sunshine's mentality is, though. Notice what he doesn't have.
No flute, no mirror, never went to Turtle Rock.
And I know exactly why. Fear. He wants the ice rod before he enters Turtle Rock, so that he can do it on his first trip. That is unfortunately not what the sea wants you to do. So he's playing it safe, but it's actually going to cost him in the long run.
Also, Final Shield was found at Mad Batter, so, at least we know where that is. I know, that doesn't mean much in the grand scheme of things, but...
So Stogie here is going to be clearing off Helmazor King. And then I can see his routing perfectly from this point. He's going to do Thieves Town, he's going to do Skull Woods, then he's going to mirror, pick up his Ice Rod, head to Turtle Rock for the finishing blow. He knows his route. It's going to be Thieves Town, Skull Woods, Turtle Rock. With a quick mirror after Skull Woods to get the pedestal, of course, for the Ice Rod.
Alright, Stogie now has all of the pendants. So, what's most likely going to happen, he's going to finish up Skull Woods this time. Since he couldn't get back in previously. Well, okay, he's going to take care of Thieves Town first. Also makes sense. Then go to Skull Woods.
Then mirror, and then save and quit. And with the Ice Rod, go up the Turtle Rock, like I said.
Sorry, I had missed that. I had to step away for a little.
That's fine.
Old Man Sunshine going to ice. I mean, I get why you don't want to go into Turtle Rock if you don't have to, but we have to. And sometimes, as you said, it's just a matter of knowing where to go.
Unfit Below the Belt is asking where the ice rod is. Ladies and... I'm pleased to inform you, or maybe not. Depends on your point of view on this. Pedestal is where the ice rod is today. This is an all-dungeon seed with a defeat Ganon goal.
Yep. Agar required found early. Ped seed found midway through.
Somewhat late, yeah.
At least 2 dungeon double dips required. Just what a seed. It's a little hard for me to just comprehend this right now. And unfortunately, while Lin is going to end up getting the red mail by going through this, no ice rod means going to have to come back a 3rd time.
Yeah, we're getting kind of close to the hour 30-minute mark. This is when you would see normally some people finishing, but we've had a few forfeits. No one has finished. Stogie might be the only one. Well, Stogie might be in first place for all we know. But then again, like I said, there's at least 30 other entrants in this race total. We could see...
And, you called it. Weighty Words did not pick up silvers.
Like I said, it's a make sense play. You want to save time. And we'll have a guaranteed gold sword. Gold sword, silverless, not the worst thing to deal with. At most, you're going to lose maybe a minute or 2 to doing silverless strats. It's not the end of the world. Now, if it was Master Silverless, I would have... Yeah, let me find those silver arrows, please. Or at least another sword upgrade. Master Silverless is not a fun Ganon fight. That takes up a lot of time.
Yeah, I've done it before. I don't like it. Alright, Stogie has finished up Thieves Town, going to take care of Skull Woods, and then get, well, we know in the world where's the gosh forsaken ice rod. My apologies, Dr. Bob, I know I messed that up.
Well, we know there's a key on Laser Bridge for Stogie. And thankfully for Stogie, if the key logic doesn't work out that he has to get that key on Laser Bridge, that is actually it's on the last chest, so if he doesn't go from the back to front in that room, he'll pick up a red mail, which will put him in a very comfortable position in terms of fighting Ganon.
Actually, that brings up a fair point. The red mail is going to come before the small key, so we may see red mail on almost all of our runners anyway. Alright, Weighty Words has taken out Cold Stare, while Old Man Sunshine is taking the Ice Palace tour.
Alright. Someone is saying that silvers aren't required. That is somewhat not true, actually. Silvers are required because Silverless itself is a glitch. A minor glitch, but still technically a glitch. So if you're playing true glitchless, you need to find the silver arrows.
Alright, folks, pay attention to weighty words. We have an ice rod to pick up Stogie Town not far behind.
But Stogie Town is ahead of Weighty Worlds. Don't be mistaken by that. Look at the dungeon count. Weighty Worlds still needs to go finish off Palace of Darkness. Stogie Town is going to be heading straight for Turtle Rock.
Also, okay, we do have confirmation. Stogie Town does have Golden Sword, so, yep, all of our runners will have the Golden Sword upon Weighty Words finishing. And I just don't fully understand how Stogie had the gumption to pull off the routing that they did in order to pull this off. In the meantime, I don't remember if we saw what was in the Meyer shed, but Lin is going to certainly give us a peek. Oh, that's where the can of Burna was. So Lin has an additional safety, but considering all of our runners have the cape, it may not come into play. Most runners prefer the cape, since it actually makes you invisible, while the cane... Oh, that's where the fourth bottle was, Checkerboard Cave. Whereas the Cane of Burna, it provides sparkles that circle around you. It can cause lag.
Yeah, it also doesn't allow you to charge your sword for spin attacks. But it does deal damage.
I forgot about that disadvantage. So at this point, it's the only overworld checks that have been unaccounted for frame of reference were Sahasrara Green Pendant Turn-In and Purple Chest. And we're probably not going to see them at all.
Well, that's probably powder. Alright. Weighty Worlds finishing off Helmasaur King. We'll be picking up the Golden Sword. Stogie Town, meanwhile, making a beeline for Trinex. And I think it was a small key in this small chest. So actually, the key logic will allow Stogie Town to skip a key.
That is correct. That was a small key if I recall correctly. So...
Actually, no, it's a key for key, so...
Actually, yeah, you're right.
Doesn't matter.
Old Man Sunshine's finally going into Turtle Rock. Oh my gosh. This Lin has the small key necessary to get the big key.
Nice double kill. Nice attempt for a double kill there. It is really hard to get a multi-hit on those Hokobokos. A sea lane. Why is TR necessary? Turtle Rock is our last dungeon that has a crystal. We need all the crystals in order to open Ganon's Tower. And we need to fight the boss of Ganon's Tower, Aghanim 2, to get to Ganon. Today, The path led us through all the dungeons, with the ice rod required for Turtle Rock on the pedestal.
Also, Old Man Sunshine got the mirror and leaving. This is actually the correct call to make.
Oh yeah, with all those mirror checks is gonna be good. Stogie, unfortunately, does not find the small key, but hey, he's gonna be okay with finding that red mail on the laser bridge if he goes from top to bottom.
And for those that have just joined it late in the race, I am Wolfman2000, my commentary partner Wolfling0370. Lin, Stogietown, Weighty Words, Old Man Sunshine having to go through an Aghanim pedestal combo seed in what is one of the strangest cases of linear double-dipping logic that we have seen in quite some time.
Yeah, Stogie has absolutely destroyed this seed with some insane next-level routing. I can't even begin to describe it. This is one to watch back for sure if you haven't seen the whole thing.
Long as you can handle me flubbing my words now and then.
I mean, words are...
Go ahead.
I mean, words are words, man. I flub my words all the time. I still mix up Flambolas and Moldarm to some degree.
And I had my rare mix-up of Paradox and Super Bunny for some reason. I don't know, this seed has driven us all bonkers. And, oh, that's where the hint was! Swamp Palace tiles hint glove can be found on a stump. So that meant the tiles covered both glove hints today.
Never did have that one up. And unfortunately, that hint was also redundant. Because I think you needed to have both gloves to get into... Yeah, you needed both gloves to enter Swamp Palace anyway!
That is true. Alright, time to take out Trinex.
Yeah, and it's going to be a really tight event, folks. Because we're only going to have maybe about 15 seconds before we see the end of Turtle Rock and we see the beginning of Ganon's Tower. So, let's see some early guesses. What chest do you think the big key of Ganon's Tower is going to be in? Give us a number in chat. We're not... This is just for fun, of course. But, let's see what you guys think. Wolfman, what about you? Let's start with you.
I put mine in chat. It's number 10.
Given how bad the seed has been, let's give him a tower. Hope Room. Small key, big key. Let's go.
Remember to please keep your guesses between 1 and 22 inclusive, integers only. And, yeah, first one that I'm able to catch, you get the shout out today. BB Bulldozer and Magius, you are disqualified. I said integers only.
Alright, Stogietown, the first of our feature for to enter the Ganon's Tower. 1 hour, 30 minutes, 40 seconds. Weaver's going to be not far behind.
Betting has ended, starting with the torch.
That's a compass. And he picks it up anyway. He does not like Bob, apparently.
Oh,
and this is kind of unique routing here. He's not checking in Hope Room to start things off. That's
maybe
something...
going for full Dark Magician.
Maybe. We'll see if he pulls out the mirror here. There's the big key, though! Second chest!
Not the way we normally see that, but okay.
That was insane. Well, we have a tower, just not the way I thought it would be.
So, the first person who I saw guessed, and remember, this is for fun today, Lady Box Thief 88. you were the first one who I saw that guessed 2, so congratulations! You have managed to win a lifetime supply of randomizer seeds. All you have to do is go to ALTTPR.com, and you can have all of the seeds you want. From open mode to standard mode to key sanity to retro, enemizer, entrance shuffle, everything in between. Generate some seeds for your friends, play with custom sprites, and enjoy all that you want. Offer keeps on going until the next version is available. Not available in Nebraska.
I forgot you did that.
What? We want people to know how to play this game. Have to mention it sometime.
I suppose that is true, yeah. Anyway, Stogie Town has been just slaughtering this gauntlet.
And, okay, chat is showing how different television was from when I watched it to when they've watched it. They don't understand the Nebraska reference. Whereas I don't understand the show Friends. Go figure.
I mean, I don't watch TV that much to begin with anyway.
Landmose 2 has gone down for Stogie. Weighty words, trying to catch up in the gauntlet.
And at this point, even if someone comes in just now, I'm not going to announce it. Let's keep the hype going. Let's see if Stogie is actually the first place victor here.
Yeah, I agree. If for some reason we get someone else to snipe Stogie, we're not going to say it until we see Stogie.
Yeah, if there was a significant margin, I would announce the overall. But this is going to get really down to the wire, I think. If there is going to be a close finish behind the scenes. Stogie Town going up the tower. I think this is going to be... Yeah, Stogie's got the gold sword and silver arrows. This is going to be a fairly fast Ganon. Probably on par with doing a sub...
I like what Stogie's doing. No powder, but no magic either. Here is how that potion glitch works. Use the cane, pause, swap. There you go.
Yeah, you have to swap with the mushroom, though. Needs to be the same item slot. Well done there, and he's also well aware of that magic ring pill to top himself back up before the Ganon fight. And down goes Moldorm too, but Stogie forgot to menu to the hook shot.
Stogie, you give us the runaround with your routing and then you choose to steal Moldorm's last 10 arrows? You thief!
I mean, maybe he was hoping that it was like a bottle of green potion or something, just to make sure. Well, we already know where all of them are. Anyway, Agatu time! How do you like your angles?
I don't know. I can't really say they are cute. A little obtuse to me.
Oh, that took a 90-degree turn.
Right.
Anyway. 6 reflectable shots just like before, except now Aghanim has 2 shadow clones pitching in, and you can reflect those orange shots that they fire. They only fires orange shots, and with Aghanim 2 down, it is now time to fight the pig. Gold sword, silver arrows in hand, 6 slashes up phase. No spins needed here to speed things up. Gold sword will do the job just fine. Once the first 2 phases are done, Ganon will start teleporting out of the room randomly, and it will have to hit him when he stops for him to break the floor. It is seeded so that all runners will have the same pattern regardless, unless there is a freak fall. After the 4 hits in phase 3, Ganon will advance to phase 4. You gotta keep the torches lit, but in the darkness technique. and then stun with a sword, and then let loose 4 silver arrows. If for some reason Stogie runs out of ammunition, which he has 20 plus arrows, I highly doubt he will, it'll be 3 spin attacks as Ganon teleports away per miss silver arrow. That is the silverless strat. And we got a race here. If Stogie messes up the execution even so much as slightly, this could be Weighty World's race.
Weighty Words does have a bit of time to make up. Stogie already on 3rd hit.
2nd hit.
Well,
there's 3rd.
Able to land the 3rd. Yeah, it's... Alright, phase 4.
Gets a free hit on Ganon. Sets up the torch glitch beautifully.
Alright, and hit 2. Alright, remember, we cannot call time until Stogie gets through that door. 1 more hit to go.
We may not be able to call time, but we can say a GG to Stogie Town, who will be the winner of the restream. But is he the winner of the race? We'll find out in a moment when I announce the official time. And ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to announce that he is indeed the winner of this race. Stogie Town has finished in 1st place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 16 seconds. GG's all around for him. What a crazy bit of routing he's done. I can't wait to give him an interview.
I am completely just flabbergasted with how this seed ended up. Lin has just taken out Cold Stare. Weighty Words using the spin attack strats. Can't have to do that without the silvers.
So we did get confirmation that Stogie will join us after the credits roll. So we have a little bit of time to talk here as we see Weighty Worlds fighting Ganon as well. In phase 4 and doing the silverless strats.
And Old Man Sunshine is actually going to turn in the purple chest.
Oh, we'll see what this is at least. And now you see what the silverless strat is. As Ganon begins to teleport away, you have a 3-frame window in order to hit Ganon. And it looks like Weighty did not get the torch glitch.
And old purple chest was powder, Sahasrara had nothing.
I had a feeling one of them was powder. We know where everything is, at least.
We don't know where half magic is, actually.
It's probably in Ganon's Tower, then. And Weighty Worlds has slain the pig. GG's to them. We'll get their official time here as well. And Weighty Worlds, if you can believe it, 2nd place with an official time of 1:48.29. What an epic race from both of these runners. First, top 2 on the restream here for us today as Lin pulls the pedestal.
Here's the ice run. Well, took it well at least.
See if Weighty wants to come in for an interview.
Alright, at this point, Sunshine is now just going through Misery Mire, and will knock out Desert Palace at the same time. Certainly not a bad strategy.
Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, we now have our 3rd place finisher off stream. Pink Kitty Rose with a time of 1:49.42. So our top 3 hasn't filled. Excellent racing from all of them. This was actually relatively close. A 3-minute difference, or 3.5-minute difference between first and third.
And now Lin 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 is able to finish up Turtle Rock. Just wow. Do we know if Weighty Words has accepted the interview yet?
Nothing mentioned in IRC. And actually, he just now mentioned to us. Unfortunately, it's late for him. He's gonna go to bed. So, no interview from Weighty Worlds. But GG's to him all the same.
Again, congrats, Weighty Words, on your 2nd place finish.
Yeah. This was a rough one. I mean, all judges see in the with the defeating it in goal. Not a lot you could do about this one, but curveballs aplenty.
Alright, Old Man Sunshine now has the big key. Hopefully going to make their way over to Vitreous. Oh? Never checked. Oh no, Old Man never checked the pedestal. He's exploring. And I forgot if Vitreous had the 2nd item or not.
Looks like it is, actually.
So, Eternal Kyre, the other double dip was Palace of Darkness. We had to go to Aga 1 to go to Pod, to get the book, to go to Desert, to get the flippers, to go to
Thieves Town
to get the glove, to go to
Catfish for the other glove.
Yeah, we didn't need Catfish. Well, yes, but for purpose of Palace of Darkness, we had to go to Death Mountain Paradox Cave to get the hammer, and then we could go back to Pod, finish it up. Whether you get the bow on 1st or 2nd trip is irrelevant because it was on front side. Yeah, just what a crazy seed this has been. And, perhaps we should... Well, before we get Stogie in here, we have had a number of quick finishes that we should bring up here. Zelgadison has just finished in 4th place with a time of 1 hour, 53 minutes, 20 seconds. And then we had Asmati Games take 5th, 1 hour, 53, 34. And another one just now, Matt 7898, 153.40.
Yeah, it's just 3 finishers back to back within 20 seconds of each other. That's actually kind of insane. Well, that rounds out the top 6 of our field. We'll see if Stogie is now ready to join us. And he is here in the call. Let's go ahead and pull him in, shall we?
Credit to finished on our end, should be safe. Stogie, GG with this, I don't know what you call this seed.
I don't call this seed, thank God, because I felt behind after Ice Palace.
Yeah, that was crazy. And your routing was on Death Mountain was kind of all over the place. You really wanted to go into Turtle Rock, it seems.
I did. It was like some area. I'm like, I want to go into Turtle Rock. I see it's Quake, and I'm like, alright, it's not going to be there. So let's just big brain. Let's see big brain going Ice Palace. Then I get to Harrigan, and then I just rushed straight back there. Then everything kind of just fell into place.
Give us a few moments, folks.
Yeah, what about now?
That sounds a little bit better, yeah. So,
Yeah.
you were the only... So you and Wayne Worlds were actually really close neck and neck to each other. This could have been very close if you had fallen, but there was a little bit of an opening for you to get back, because Wayne World actually knowingly skipped, or unknowingly rather, skipped the silver arrows. And they were...
I was talking in my chat that if you checked the pet early enough, you could have go-moded Ice Palace. I also felt behind with that too. I was expecting to see a pretty close finish. And yeah, you had it. First, second, and third place were like a minute apart from each other?
Yeah, so let's rewind here to the start of the seed here, in which all the other runners except you went to Kakariko first. You instead went to South Shore and checked Agina and found the cape. That was one of the major points of the seed there, because once you went to Kakariko, you knew this was going to potentially be an Agaseed, and it turned out to be the case.
Right away. As soon as I got Cape, I knew it was an Agaseed. Because basically, by the time I finished Kakariko, South Shore, all I had left was Sahara Sharala and Eastern. No glove, no hammer. It's a Agaseed. I kind of wanted to see if I could sequence break, so I went to the waterfall. That second sword was nice. I was kind of hoping to find a glove or a hammer or something to make me not do Aga, but that didn't happen. And I wasn't going to check Zora because it was completely out of logic at that point.
So, I have to ask you, did you just completely forget about the bottle that was on Desert Ledge, then?
No. There's 4 bottles in the game. Why do I need them? I had to go all the way to the right-hand side to get flippers. I'm going to walk all the way back to the left side. I figured I'll find another one at some point.
I suppose that's true.
Honestly, I'm still trying to figure out what led you, when you went up Death Mountain, you Spiral Cave, then Paradox, to then go to Hera, get Quake, just in the lobby chest. You didn't even go to the basement, to then go to Turtle Rock to get the mirror, and then you didn't even explore any of that. I mean, this was before you knew where the ice rod was. I'd like to know what your thoughts were.
Slow up. When you go into Hera, you know there's a unique item, right? What's the quickest chest as soon as you walk in? The one in the back or the one downstairs?
I'd argue the one downstairs because it's an eye check.
I think the one in the back is way quicker. So I checked that one first. Quake, well, that was the whole reason I went to Ice Palace for Quake to get the Turtle Rock. Instantly just beeline right back to Turtle Rock. First check mirror, I'm thinking, alright, do I want to go to Swamp Palace? I should probably check the pet, but let's finish Terra while I'm already up here. I honestly, if this was not a pet seed, I wouldn't have won. I mean, I lucked out completely.
Well, needless to say, whatever your routing was tonight, it worked.
Oh no, I think, I mean, the Ice Palace play was a bad play, but other than that, I definitely got it. I had a pretty good read on it right from the get-go. I have no complaints whatsoever. I was due for a good seed because I've been struggling. I've been last locationing for the last 2 weeks. I think I'm batting a 33% right now, so I was due a good seed final.
Well, that is certainly one way to get a Grand Slam.
I actually was gonna hover Moldor too, but now looking at the second and third places, I'm glad I didn't do it. But I did get my Zero Cycle off on Argus, so I was happy about that.
Well, GG's to you as well, Stogie. We're gonna go ahead and let you go.
Alrighty, thank you. Thanks for commentary. Thanks for tracking. Thanks for the restream fear. I don't know where you finished. That feels great. Didn't get the.
Yep.
As Lin is taking on Aga 2 right now, and Old Man Sunshine has learned, nope, no Ice Rod in here. We've had some additional finishes. Super Taylor in 7th, 156.26. Trinex, apparently both a boss and a player at the same time, finished in 157.57. Monoki finished 9th, 158.24. And Gloin, rounding out our top 10, 159.45.
GG's to all of them as well.
And I just realized I missed what Ganon's words of wisdom were for the day anyway. Now, there was a time when you loved me so couldn't do you need to know, so how do you like me now?
I believe that is a song reference, I just don't remember the name of the song.
I don't think it's the Pink Floyd one. That's Space Cadet Glow. Why am I thinking... I know this is going to show my age, and I know it's wrong. Why am I thinking Hanson or something like that?
It's definitely something that would be like an 80s, late 80s, early 90s song. I just don't remember. Alright, Lin is fighting Ganon. Old Sunshine, I think, finished off Vitreous, but I'm not sure if he did.
Old Man Sunshine with a clean Landmola kill, while Lin gets a clean Ganon kill. Let's wait for the door passage, and then we can get an official time.
But in the meantime, post your GGs in the chat for Lin, who has now finished in 11th, actually. With an official time of 2 hours, 1 minute, and 59 seconds. So Old Man Sunshine, the last ever feature 4 to be in the race. We'll see if we can get Lin for an interview.
Lin, GG.
GG's.
GG's, and if I may quickly announce something here, our own Fear Agent, one of the main people spearheading all these daily races, he decided to race tonight, and he finished at 12th, 2:02.28. Good time. So, it was a pet seat, it was an Agassi. Share your thoughts.
I haven't had that for a while, so I'm not even mad about it. The only thing I'm kinda pissed about is the early game. Not getting a bomb in escape kinda like made me last like 5 minutes for sure.
Oh yeah. We actually saw from the other runners, if you had killed the ropes, they had 2 bomb drops back to back.
I did kill some ropes, but
I guess the 50% did not roll nice on you.
No, I did. I actually did kill a few. Like, not all of them for sure, but I killed a few. But that made me lose like 5 minutes because, like, basically, I went back into escape and noticed that the sword that I had wasn't actually in logic. So I was about to do Aga, but it was not in logic. So something had to be in Agina, and I had no way around Pod, because Pod was the only option to go to after doing Aga. So I was guessing, like, yeah, that has to be the flippers. I need them for Dark World to get into West Dark World with that hookshot. But it was just a cape, and that was kind of bad for me.
Yeah, it turned out to be a much deeper rabbit hole after that, though.
But
because...
I kind of pulled Ped like blind. I haven't even checked it. I didn't even know. I was guessing, like, sure, it can be there. Like, when I look at my map, like, the Smith chain, the shovel, and Spike Cave left. I think. And that's it. And left side swamp. I mean, the big chest of swamp, if anybody did that, I don't know what's in that. But I know there's an item in that.
So the only big thing that you had not gotten was the powder. That was on purple chest.
Yeah, and we don't even know where the half magic was, and that's the only item of note missing. We did also find the third shield. That was Pyramid Fairy.
The thing is, like, I had my eyes set on Meyer. I know there was an item on that side, so when I got a big key, I was happy about it. So nothing on the rest of Meyer, so I'm going to Vitreous. I'm like, hey, there's still an item on Landmolus. And then, hey, I have 2 pendants. Might as well get the third one. And that's how I pulled Pedestal blind, basically.
Yeah. But I have to ask this of you. How did you like the rabbit hole that the logic sent you down for the first hour and a half?
That was... Yeah. The good thing is, I don't know how the other runners did, but since I fake flippered, I knew that the myths were on Catfish. That's the thing.
We knew as well. Because Catfish is glove locked.
Because I'm pretty sure, like, some people would expect, like, yo, I have to go to Zora whenever I get my flippers to get my first set of glove, basically. And flippers, where were flippers again?
Flippers were book locked in desert, and the book was in the back of Pod, which you needed to fight Aghanim for.
So I don't know who didn't fake flipper. Basically, when they got their flippers, they probably went to Zora, get nothing.
And there's Soulman Sunshine reading the hint.
I'm sorry, old man just doesn't want to pick it up.
I didn't even bother reading that, to be honest.
Well, unfortunately for Old Man Sunshine, this is the last location pedestal for him. But he is now in Go mode, thankfully.
And just staring. Just staring.
No, I'm not even mad. Like, especially with what happened to me early game, not getting a bomb. That's actually, like, aside from the multiple Waldom falls, it wasn't that bad for me. I had to go into Total Rock though. I found the mirror the first time. I was like, okay, I'll probably get my ice rod somewhere while clearing the dungeons, which I didn't.
Oh, the Swamp House hint was just gold as well. I'm not sure if you read it or not. The hint told you that Stumpy had a glove, and that was the catalyst to get the whole entry to Swamp in the first place because Turtle Rock had the mirror.
Yeah. Sometimes I do read the, like, just go into Swamp even without the mirror just to read the hint. And since I just got my glove, I went to Hype Cave, and then from there I knew I would have gotten my mids and go to Death Mountain directly. So yeah, I didn't see any point reading that one, but yeah, sometimes I do.
Yeah. GG's to you. 11th or 12th place was it? I don't even remember. Good time overall.
No, it's not bad. I'm actually happy with that time.
Yeah, it was just a really linear seat for the most part.
It was.
It didn't really open up until you got those Titans mitts. And even then, it still kind of bottlenecked you in the end to go to Pedestal. This was...
Like, the mirror is in Total Rock, the book is in Pod, and, like, I don't know how Stoggy found out that Ice Rod was on Pedestal, but he did like me and blind pulled it.
He read the Pedestal.
Yeah, Stokey had very interesting routing decisions that ended up paying off.
Always Soggy, I'm not even surprised. I used to play a lot with him, so I mean, I'm playing with him a lot, so I know what kind of routing he can have. But basically, like, I never returned to CAC or Village or Outcast after I did my overworld trip into Dark World. So there was no way for me to actually check that pedestal anytime.
Yeah, Stogie was gonna do pedestal check first, then go into Skull Woods, but messed with the portal, so he decided to check pedestal instead of doing Skull Woods. Worked out from the end because he was able to do Skull Woods into pedestal once he had all the pendants.
But I did Skull Woods on my way when I was doing my trip around the world. So I didn't have the mirror.
Yeah. But yeah, GGG Lin. Great performance tonight. Any last thoughts on the seed in general?
I actually like the seed, not gonna lie. So I mean, Aga and pedestal required. Doesn't happen a lot, but kind of fun when it happens. Just the linearity at the beginning, and then yeah, when you have the whole world open, you just don't know where to go. But that's part of randomizer, I guess.
Yep. Once again, folks, GG's in chat for Lin. We're gonna go and let you go and to your evening, maybe get some sleep.
I guess.
In the meantime, folks, we have had a few other finishers here. Shire came in 13th. He placed with a time of 2:03:01. Guitar Girl finished in 14th with a time of 2:06:54. And then Phantom Ryu, I know that name, 15th place with a time of 2:08:49. Oh, so I said 59, I said 49, maybe.
It's all relative in the end. I mean, we had to deal with an Aga head seed. I don't think 10 seconds is going to make much of a difference here.
No, not really.
Old Man Sunshine finally on Trinex.
Yeah. Old Man I think Old Man Sunshine even got the red mail, so he's full cleared the seed.
With the exception of Half Magic.
Yeah. Yeah, Old Man Sunshine is fully cleared, save for red magic. I want to say he even got the fourth bottle in Checkerboard Cave. But I don't remember. So while we are waiting for Old Man Sunshine to climb the tower here, let me go ahead and go over the daily race schedule that we know coming up. Tomorrow on Wednesday, we will have a swordless daily race at 2 p.m. and an open race at 9 p.m. And if you're going to join us on the day after, it'll be another standard race at 2 p.m. And at Thursday at 9 p.m. will be a spoiler log open mode race at 9. All those restreams have yet to be determined.
Yes, I remember my first attempt at a spoiler open race. Misread a few lines and spent a lot of time. But such is the nature. There is actually an upcoming tournament for the spoiler open format, I believe, and one of the planned commentators, Sinek, can give you more details. And for those that are wondering about other events that are taking place tomorrow on the Speed Gaming family of networks, on the Speed Gaming Deutsch and Speed Gaming Francois, I apologize for butchering
the French
that.
and German restreams.
Thank you. We have multiple Link to the Past randomizer tournament matches. We have the Magic the Gathering Arena weekly event at 8 p.m. channel to be determined. We have multiple Super Mario Bros. 3 randomizer matches, as well as the 2 dailies. You know, there's plenty of action, so please follow twitch.tv/speedgaming, along with speedgaming 2 through 6, and the foreign language restreams that I cannot properly say. I apologize for that.
Speaking Espanol, speaking Dutch, speaking Francés, and speaking... But there's a Portugal restream. I don't know how to pronounce that one. I don't want to butcher it and offend anyone.
I've already done that. I'll take the hate.
I believe the Portugal one's new as well, isn't it? The
I've
Portuguese
lost
one?
track. So yeah, for those that have just tuned in late because I'm seeing some new faces in chat, it was standard mode Aga-Ped combo with one of the worst Aga openings we've had in some time. And, of course, on the pedestals, the gosh forsaken Ice Rod. Okay, there. Dr. Bob, I hope I did you better justice that time.
But yeah, folks, this was, of course, an Aga seed. You had to get the cape, and the lamp, and the sword that you started with, go up to Aga, to go to Pod, to get your bow and your book. Take the book, go to Desert, get your flippers, so that you can go over to Village of Outcasts, and work your way around to getting your gloves from Stumpy, which gave you your other gloves at Catfish. And then from there, go up Death Mountain to get your hammer. Go into Tower Hera to get your Quake Medallion. And then go into Turtle Rock to get your mirror. Lots of double discs required. Oh, and it was also a pedal. Oh yeah, the Cadence Mario is also up there. I forgot about that. It was in the same spot as Paradox Cave, where the hammer was.
Yeah, it was a mess. Required double dips in Turtle Rock and Palace of Darkness.
Oh, and let's not forget, the last piece of the puzzle for this pedestal steed, the flute was in Swamp.
Yes. Can't forget that. Just where you needed to get the mirror to do that.
Yeah, Lamp and Moonpearl were in Kakariko. And yeah, that pretty much covers everything in the seed, really. Hookshot was, I think, also in Kakariko? No.
Lost Woods.
Lost Woods, yeah. Close enough. Yeah, this had... there was a lot of dips in this seed. And if you win Go Mode Ice Palace, you missed your silver arrows in the first chest.
Alright, old man Sunshine. Yeah, go ahead, be a thief like everyone else was, pretty much.
And we have 16th place coming in. JR Racing Fan, time of 2:18:19. So, Sunshine might be our 20th finisher. Or 17th finisher, sorry. Misread there.
Hopefully Old Man Sunshine can get a top 20.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
Ooh. Ugly, projectile configuration by the Aga clones there.
Yeah. This is thankfully seeded, so all the runners had this pattern.
Alright, Aga 2 has been knocked down, Ganon rises up, and then flies away.
And it's time for Old Man Sunshine to fight the pig and end the seed, which... which has been pretty much a nightmare for them, I would say.
I mean, I certainly wasn't expecting to be up at this point. So I kind of have to wonder if this was a nightmare for me as well.
I expected it. Some seeds, it depends on how, you really can't trust the randomizer to give you a fast seed all the time.
I mean, that is true, but I wasn't expecting Sturgeon's Law to kick in at this point. Such is the nature of Rando. Sometimes you get your jet seeds that you can finish within 75 minutes. And, yeah, what JTN said.
Well, but since I'm setting up the torch glitch here, by landing the torch on the left, the only more it doesn't go out.
Alright. Doing well. Potential double gets the double. Now all we have to do, Old Man Sunshine, be careful not to fall.
Old Man Sunshine, get your G's in the chat for him. And... Oh, wait, what? Okay.
Wait, yeah.
I had to check the results here. Because Racebot gave the exact same time for this. Amara finished in 17th with 2:21.27. Official time 2:21.26. Old Man Sunshine, 18th place. Actually 2:21.27.
Oh my... Even the bots doesn't know what to do anymore. What is this? I never knew there could be a discrepancy like that.
It happens. If this was a tournament seed, that was a tie. Because it's within 2 seconds. We'll see if Old Man Sunshine wants an interview.
I think that depends on which tournaments and which games we're talking about, but yeah, just...
I was talking about the main Link to the Past randomizer tournaments.
I've commentated so many things. Sometimes it's a little hard for me to juggle all the different rules.
All right, we'll go ahead and get Old Man Sunshine in here now. Old Man Sunshine, GG's you, and I'm gonna have a feeling you didn't like to see, did you?
Why are you people still here?
I don't know.
Oh. I'll tell you why. That stupid ice rod.
Exactly. This scene was actually... This was actually just a slew of small linear checks, if you think about it. And it all started with that cape.
Yeah. Yeah, saw the cape and went, okay, well, I'll just check some more and then go do AGA 1.
Yeah, and then the cape led to the book, which led you to your flippers, which led you to Thieves Town and Stumpy. They gave you your power glove.
Which led me to Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Pretty, might as well have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, this scene was all over the place. Were you thinking pedestal at some point? Or were you...
It was completely out of my head, and even worse, I didn't have the mirror when I did Skull Woods, and then finally, right after I did Swamp, I went, oh wait, pedestal's open. And then I finished up the green pendant and said, okay, let's go see it. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. I'll give you this much credit, though. You showed us where all the remaining items were. We didn't know where that powder was. And we still don't know where the half magic is. I guess it has to be in Ganon's Tower.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Because that was a fast big key in Ganon's Tower at the very least, so...
Yeah.
At least the scene was nice in the end. All you have to do is go to Stalfos Room. There you go. There's your Dark World. There's your Ganon's Tower access.
And I intuited that it wouldn't be Ice Rod wouldn't be in Turtle Rock, but I did it anyway.
Yeah.
Woof.
Yeah. So this was not just a pet seed, it was an Agapet seed. So those are few and far between, really. So kind of
Not
reversing
far
phase.
enough.
I was about to say, yeah, probably not the best to play, but still interesting in its own right, if nothing else.
Yeah.
So, now that you've gone through that chaos, Old Man Sunshine, what are you going to do now?
Probably get some sleep. I know I would.
I'm gonna go buy a new computer because this one's about to be destroyed.
Oh no! It has betrayed you, apparently.
No, it's one of those things where you're down to one item and the entire world is open, and good luck.
I mean, if it's any consolation, you did have the book early on. You could have.
I could have.
Well,
I could
actually, it was about 45 minutes in, but still, yeah. Pedestal could have been sniffed out a lot sooner than it was.
Yeah. It's a rare thing, and so since I didn't have mirror when I was in Skull Woods, I didn't make the check. So that's how that went.
Oh, well. GG's to you. Tied for... Well, actually, looking at the results, according to the official standings, you lost by 1 second to 17th place Amarith, but still a tie by randomizer tournament rules, if we want to go by that.
The standings lie.
and also a tie by IRC standards, but it's, again, I did not know that type of discrepancy could happen. Just this entire race had a lot of moments that are kind of rare to see that were all just brought together. Sunshine, this is probably a great seed to retire your computer on. Hope the new one works out well for you.
I will see if it can fly.
Well, once again, GG Old Man Sunshine. Any final thoughts on the seed?
Well, can't get any worse than this.
Actually,
GG's,
could
and
have.
thanks for watching, and thanks for tracking and commenting.
I will say this, it actually could have. It could have been a Tyroom and Ganis Tower seed on top of all that.
Fair point.
But yeah, GG's to Old Man Sunshine, as long with Lady World's Linolin and Stogietown, who not only won the restream, but won the race. Make sure to give all four of them a follow here on Twitch. Also, make sure to give my co-com Wolfman2000 and our two trackers, Link40 and Math Girl there. The links are wrong, actually. Oh well. While you're at it, Speed Gaming 236, make sure to give them a follow as well. And if you are not a native English speaker, maybe you speak Spanish, French, or German, or maybe even Portuguese, we do offer commentary in channels with those specific languages as the restream. Speed Gaming Espanol, Speed Gaming Dutch, Speed Gaming Francés, and I don't even know how to pronounce the one in Portuguese. I apologize if I don't want to offend anyone there. But make sure to give them a follow as well if you are more familiar listening to those languages. And of course, Link to the Past is not the only thing on Speed Gaming. There is a ton of content. There's going to be something you're going to find here.
Yep, we have Portal 2 races, Ori and the Blind Forest races, SMB3 randomizer races, or for those that want something other than a race, Magic the Gathering Arena at 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. We also have, a fellow subscriber. Welcome, JTN2002, to the Speed Gaming family.
Yes.
That's actually not part of the schedule, but thank you nonetheless.
Yeah, other things you might see here. The Zelda 1 randomizer, all boards, no swords tournament, all dungeon sword lists if you want to go by Link to the Past standards. I believe there's a few other tournaments starting up as well. Oh, so in the near future. I think I saw at one point there was some Ocarina of Time randomizer on here. So
I did hear of that, yes. There's also the Messenger if you like 8-bit races, so there's plenty of action.
Yes. But that's going to do it for us here. So from all of us here at ALTTP Randomizer, I have been Will 70 and thank you for watching. Have a good night, everyone.
Watch out for troll dorms, aga seeds, bed seeds. Just watch out for everything. Have a good night.